Hi, I'm Igor, the co-founder of Lightly. Today I want to walk you through LightlyStudio, our product for data curation and data labeling and data management. I have here a dataset called Zero Waste. It's a public dataset for recycling. As you see here, I'm already in the UI and I'm looking at the dataset. In LightlyStudio, you can explore the data, you can change the sizes of the grid items. You can also hop into a specific image and look at the data. At any moment, you have the overview of different metrics, like the annotations attached to it, some details of the individual images, and also the tags associated. You can, in LightlyStudio, also edit labels and add new ones directly in the UI. Let's also have a look at the curation functionality. We index the dataset with different tags, so we can filter by them. We have the different classes, we can also filter by them. And we have a lot of metadata, like how many objects there are. Like, for example, we can go for an image with very few annotations or all the annotations. Now, we can also use text-based search because all the data we have indexed also got indexed with embeddings. So I can, for example, search for empty conveyor belt. And we use clip embeddings to search now through the data. As you see, we have now quite a few images with more empty conveyor belts. I can flag them. I selected now 48 of them, and I can create a new tag to keep track of them. Now I tag them. I can also use image-based search, so I can just drag and drop an image. Or I can take any other image to search as well. We can also look at the embeddings. So I can click here on the embedding plot, and then you look at the data based on the embeddings. In here, I can also filter. So for example, we can look at our images from the empty conveyor belt, and we see that they are pretty clustered in this corner. I can use the preview functionality to see what kind of other images there are. Also in this embedding plot, I can select the data and create a new tag if I want. We also have the ability to look at the class distributions, for example, for the annotation classes, or also for the metadata fields, so the number of objects and anything else that I indexed. We can also look at the annotations, which is very interesting for QA tasks. Imagine you have a lot of classes and some of them are wrongly annotated. We can now filter based on a single class, like metal in this example. We can increase the number of grid items, and then we can scroll through the data. We can also use the V key on the keyboard to hide the annotations. So we can kind of go through the data and spot if there's something that shouldn't be metal. If you find something that is not metal, imagine now this item here would be not metal. I can select it and I can change the class directly here. This is really good for bulk editing. I can just select multiple items directly. So I think this was like a good run through of the core features of LightlyStudio. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. There are many more features and we have a lot of documentation as well.